If you're practicing semen retention, you're growing in your aura, you're transmuting that energy. Oh, and the temptations are coming. Why? Because you have more light in you, your aura's bigger, you're shining brighter, and therefore more temptation is going to come into your world. I love the saying that it says it's easier to avoid temptation than to say no to it. In this video, I'm going to share with you why temptation is coming to your life as you continue to grow on the semen retention journey, and ultimately what you can do to surpass and transcend the temptations of this world. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula and I help men master their S3X energy so they can become powerhouses both in and outside the bedroom and ultimately unleash their masculine leadership qualities. Take the free transmutation guide. It's a free program I put together for you. The link is in the description below along with my calendar. If you were like, man, I really think I want to work with this guy, then let's have a conversation. Let's make sure we're a right fit. Let's talk about temptation on the semen retention journey. It's going to be there. The idea that it's not going to be there, forget it, give it up. This is a world of temptation that is talked about in all the different world scriptures, that this world is ultimately full of temptation. And in today's modern world, there is so much temptation. I mean, we got these computers in our pockets that can bring us the most hardcore images and videos, instantly. You know, how many Instagram models can you scroll through? How much time can you spend on shopping? You can order your drugs and alcohol right to your door. I mean, the ability to indulge is greater than ever before. But therefore, the opportunity is to become stronger than ever before, to become more powerful than ever before. Because a man who can live in this world today and transcend the temptations, well, he's on a different platform. He's on a whole different level. And that's where I want to help you get. I want to help you get to that platform. It hasn't been easy for me, and I'm not going to say temptation doesn't come up, because temptation comes up. But over the years, and as I continue to practice and get stronger and stronger, the temptations become less tempting and more laughable. Like, really? Do we really still want to do this? Do we just really want to act like little boys? No, we don't. We want to reach our potential. We want to serve at the highest level. We want to create our legacies and make an impact in this world. So temptations will be there, and especially when you're practicing semen retention, because in a way, the opposition, whether you call that Maya of the yogic culture, Maya meaning the illusion, the illusory energy of the world, or the Buddhists call it Mara. If you know the story of Buddha, he was attacked by Mara before reaching enlightenment. Or in the Christian tradition, the devil or Satan. They're all different words pointing to the same thing, which is the dark or opposite force. If we take the analogy from Star Wars, we could say the force, the dark side, and the light side. See, semen retention is a practice ultimately of the light side if it's used in a conscious way. There are dark forces that use semen retention, yes, because semen retention itself is neither good nor bad, right nor wrong. It's an energy. It doesn't have consciousness in itself. You're conscious. It's the way that you use your S3X energy that's going to determine how you grow, and do you become a force of light or a force of darkness. I'm assuming that you want to become a force of light. That's why you're connected with me, and that's why you're doing the practice of retention. So as we continue to grow and we begin to work out the way that we're using our S3X energy in this world, and we're controlling it and we're building it, what's ended up happening is that our aura is expanding. Our vibrancy is growing. We're becoming lighter beings. Now, I'm not saying that just as like a airy-fairy, oh, light. No, literally, you are becoming more and more spiritual. You are returning the physical body back to the spiritual body. And I've got a ton of videos on the subject. And if you've got questions about that, let me know, and I'll be happy to do some videos for you. Just leave it in the comments. Now, what happens is when you become more light, what naturally shows up is more darkness. Well, think about it. If, talk about a physical light. Let's say you put a lamp. Well, a lamp is going to shine brightly and it's going to cast out the darkness. But what it's also going to show is the contrast. you're going to see where it's really dark. So semen retention is like that. As you practice it and you become more light and you become a force for good and you grow closer to God, then naturally the opposition is going to be like, hey, I see light over there. Let's go attack. I've had guys come through my program and they're like, honestly, I feel like I'm doing worse now that I'm practicing semen retention, or I'm battling my thoughts even more. I'm like, yeah, because you're in the battle. When you're in the battle, it seems worse than before you started the battle. But you have to go through that. That's part of it. You have to go through the battle. So that's why it seems heightened, because you're actually trying to eliminate the darkness in your life. So the darkness is showing up even more. It's not that it's even showing up more. Maybe we should say, like, you're just noticing it more because you're like, now I'm trying to be a good person. Now I'm trying to straighten myself out. Why am I being tempted? Because that's the job of the tempter. But don't see the tempter as your enemy. See it like a weight at the gym. If you want to get stronger, you've got to pick up the weight. You must have temptation so you can say no to it. You have to pass those tests. When the Buddha, before Siddhartha became the Buddha means enlightened one, he had to face 3 tests. One was worldly possessions because he was a king. Will he give up his fame and fortune for the truth, enlightenment? Once he passed that test, then he had to pass the test of lust. Hey man, you're a king. You know what you could be doing tonight? Not sitting under this tree meditating by yourself. You could be getting freaky deaky with it, right? And he had to say, nah, man, I did that. There's nothing there. Boom. He passed that. Then he had to pass the 3rd test, which was fear, the fear of death itself. By the way, Jesus Christ had to go through the same thing. In fact, it was only after both of them passed those tests that they actually were able to go and preach and start their ministries. You see, for you to step into your purpose, for you to step into everything that God has for you, you have to go through your tests. That means you're going to have to learn to say no to the temptations as they come up. You're going to have to exercise practice and discipline. You're going to have to forgive and let go. You're going to have to go through everything so that you can come out on the other side. Now, is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. It's the ultimate. It's joy, it's peace, it's abundance, it's harmony, it's everything that you want. Jesus Christ said, first seek the kingdom, and then everything else shall be granted to you, and the kingdom is within you. You see, the temptation is within you. The temptation is showing up outside of you, but it's only a temptation because it's still within you. Ooh, I really want to act on that lust. Ooh, I really want to act on the selfishness. Oh, I'm still got greed in me. So when the marketers flash the new product, it's the greed in you that gets provoked. If there was no greed in you, you'd be like, I don't really care. So please understand that temptation is not a bad thing. It is like passing the tests. Bring it on and let me show you how strong I am in my faith. Let me show you how much I've grown. That's the attitude. Now the temptation eventually will no longer be temptation. It will just be compassion. That's what the Buddha preached. Now you just feel compassion. Look at all those people falling into that temptation. Look at all those people falling into materialism. Look at all those people doom scrolling and smoking and drinking and hooking up, and they have fallen into that. And you don't hate them for it because you can relate. Who am I to judge you? Who am I? Who's anyone? What did Jesus say? Ye without sin cast the first stone. You see, there's a point where you no longer even care to even call people's sin, if you want to call it, transgressions, whatever label you want to give it. They're fighting their battle. And in fact, you get inspired to be like, hey, lock arms with me. Because if you lock arms with me, I'll help you win that battle. That's what I did and still doing. That's why I've locked arms with my mentors and coaches and gurus. And men have now locked arms with me inside of our training programs to fight that battle together, because it's way easier to fight it together. Now, some of it you're going to have to do on your own. I'm not going to give you I'm going to do it for you. No, you're going to have to do it. Everyone has to go through their own battles and work out their own stuff. But when you do it with support, with mentorship, with teachers, with gurus, with coaches that have gone through it, then they can help you and they can equip you with the right weapons so that you can win this war. It's a spiritual war. So when the temptation comes, know that you're on the right path. See it as a sign that I'm walking the right way because I'm shining brighter. And because I'm shining brighter, the darkness don't like that. But that's okay. We've got the light on our side. We've got the force on our side. We've got God on our side. If you're ready to fight your battle, go take advantage of the free transmutation guide. And if you're really ready, go book some time with me. Let's jump on a call. The call is free. Take the next step. Just book the call. I promise you great things will come out of it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you always get notified and never miss a video. I'll see you on the next video. Love you.